Was Hippie also made in France? And that was said by Danish Raven, who I'm pretty sure is this guy. And I'm now going to remove as friend. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to this casted game played between Golden Panzer 30, who we saw recently in the finals of Division 3 Grand Finalist, and he'll have been promoted to Division 2 now. And he's playing 5th Panzer Division, ostensibly a bad division, and he's playing against gABlZgwQ, aka Max Mix, aka Makocb, aka... No, I think that's all of them. I might have missed one. And he's playing 39Y, well, one of the strongest divisions in the game. So we'll go through the deployments, then we'll cast the game. So Golden Panzer opening with 2 Fernspeyer. One's going quite defensively to Charlie, and the other's going to the middle of the map. Behind that on the left, we've got a gABlZgwQ, and that is going to here. That's a good spot. And then a Marder 1A3 Milan going to here. It's quite defensive. Could probably get it up here. We got a supply. Supply is just going there. And Fliegerfaust going to here. I'm not sure why the supply is just going there. Are these Rolands going there? Who knows? In the middle, got a Milan 2. And that will be going to here. You see most people put it here, but here is also good. And behind that, a Leopard 2A3 going to here. And behind that, 2 Roland 3s to protect the Leopard 2A3. And of course, a Fliegerfaust going to here. Surprised it's not in this house. On the right, 2 Lux, which have not been pathed, so they're not going anywhere. A Pioneer Armburst, a Jaeger, and a Fliegerfaust, and they're all going to this house here. And the Pioneer Armburst is in a Fuchs Milan transport. And on the far right, we got a Jaeger and a Fliegerfaust, and they're going to here, which is quite aggressive, actually. Switching to the opponent's deployment. gABlZgwQ, he's got a motorized Razvedka going to here. And then behind that, he's got lots of other units. So 2 mortars, they're unloading here. 3 Motorstrelki going to here, I guess. And a Pulmachiki also going to here. 2 Pulmachiki going to there. Strela 10M going to the blob as well. And a T80BVK going to the blob. So big blob in the middle. And on the right, we've got a motorized Razvedka, and that's just going to here. And that gives you good sightlines there. We've got a CV going to Echo, an Osa going to here, and Pulmachiki going to here, and Saperiapio also going to there. So we'll cast the game, and I'll do it from this perspective. Right, so they're off, and I'd like to take the time to thank the generous channel joiners, the channel paid subscribers, of which there are now many. They get the videos early, they get, at the higher tiers, they get the ability to have their games casted, they get the videos early, they get their names on the screen, they get the videos early, and they also, there is 1 members only video a week, which is more or less just like all my other videos, except it's for members only, just as a way to give them something extra. They're also supporting the channel, which is of course what it's all about. I'm of course not just in it for the money. And we see the blob moving to the center, and there was actually a Motorstrelki going this way. Pulmachiki, basically, they are Motorstrelki with a worse RPG. 1 less man, but they get 3 PKMs. Why you would want them? I don't know. I've been told that when stationary, they deal good damage, right? But as soon as they start moving, their motion accuracy is 5%, so they're really not that good. Whereas the Motorstrelki, they get 1 MG, but they get good moving accuracy. So the mortars are deploying, and they're just going to start off with some smoke on the right side. So and all these guys are in their transports, so we can take a guess as to what might happen next. Nothing really happening on this side, but gABlZgwQ is on a +4, and that'll go up to +7 in a second. Yes, I can count, because Golden did not open with any CVs, which can be good if you want a good deployment, but on a map that's this small, where attacking is always hard, you might want to consider opening 2 CVs. So the looks have been pathed, and they've made it round here, and so I would love to see these guys split up. You don't really need two in one place. This can be a good spot. Just shoot your enemy in the back, like that. That can be a good spot. Here can be a good spot. Could go get those mortars if he wants. Oh, that's what he's doing. He's going for those mortars. So the smoke's been dropped, and the Motostrelki and the Pulmachiki are going in. I do wonder if there'll be a reaction from this leopard, because if he comes down here, he can just blat all this. There's nothing here. Of course, he is not to know that. And the leopard is moving now. Leopard 2A3, of course, costing quite a bit. 270 points, 20 rate of... 10 rate of fire, 10 pen, 20 pen. Whoa, I'm losing it. Good accuracy, perfect stabilizer. So when it's moving, it fires with the same accuracy as if it was stationary, so you can move it as much as you want without feeling bad. So the looks are going to the resupply route. I'm really surprised he didn't go for those mortars, because he knows where they are. And they've now revealed themselves by shooting. And they might get this. Metis squad unloads, and the Metis can probably kill one of these. Depends what happens. Over on this side, the guys are advancing. I just want to see what happens back here. Because if a fire starts under it, it'll move, right? Oh, line of sight actually got blocked there. So this looks will make it. This guy's probably going to go down. But the KPVT can also shoot armored targets with armor values below 2, I believe. And see, that looks does go down to the Metis, so... That's one of the issues. We're trying to cut the backline. You've got to be careful. So BTR-60PB is just going forwards there, and they will run into these Milans and the Leopards, and so it could be repathed, and he sends them here to try and hide, but I do believe that Leopard should kill them all. So that looks goes down, and the next one's about to run into a T-80BV, and it probably not going to live very long. Like, I guess he does know about it, because it's not just passed to the front, but yeah, there goes the looks. Recon helicopter, there we go. Recon helicopter would be useful. And that's it for the backline stuff from either player. Motostrelki did manage to take this ground. Good usage on the smoke. There wasn't that much fire support here to begin with, which is a shame. This Milan is not doing anything. This Milan is not doing anything. Feel free to move them over, you know. But once these guys get in this building, it's kind of hard to get back in, because if you can't shoot until you get up the hill, and then when you get up the hill, you're in AT range. Particularly if these guys also get in. But they're... Okay. And that Leopard 203 did kill most of those BTR-60PBs. That was the last one. There were some here, and they are still there. So, one of the issues with this map, depending on how you're feeling, is that this middle zone's so big that you can do a great attack like that and take one side of the zone, and the enemy just moves. So you got to be really careful with overextension in death row, because that happens a lot, where you go YOLO, and you know you take half the map, or it might be this half, take half the zone, it accomplishes nothing, and then you die. So that can always be a problem. These BTR-60PBs, they didn't actually all die. It seems they were sent over here. Now this MAD 1A3 Milan, with its superior armor, will hunt them down. Putting 4 guys in one building can be bad, because the enemy can buy a bomber. 5th, of course, not getting very good bombers. That T-80BV can't actually see this, because this is in some trees, and there's just no recon. Once these guys get to here, he'll be able to see it. Meti squad's trying to engage that supply, and they do miss. And the BTR-60s are being pulled back over here, being chased by the Milan. These guys got out of this building, I guess because... Yeah, so there was the tank that was here was shooting them, so they had to get out. Would love to see some supply brought up here. It's just difficult because, so you can use this road, I suppose, but this Fern Spear is in a really, really good spot. He can basically see everything that's going on. He knows that the CV tank's in there because he saw it walk into there. You can't see it currently. Well, you can now that it's shooting. And the MAD 1A3 Milan's shooting the Motostrelki. And the T-80 BVK shooting the Jaeger. T-80s, of course, shooting at 10 rounds per minute. Auto-loaded. Which means that as they take stress, the rate of fire does not decrease, unlike a manual loader. I do think T-80Bs and BVs are a bit too strong on account of that rate of fire. I looked it up, apparently the auto-loader goes somewhere between 8.5 rounds a minute to like... No, it was something like 7 to 8.5, I think was the range quoted. Somebody died here, but due to a bug in the replay, all we see is command zone captured, so... that is a problem. So I don't know what died there. That recon helicopter's still back there, so it can't have been that. Maybe it was a BTR-60PB. And the CV tank's being used to good effect, which is good. And this Leopard can't really move up because he needs infantry in front of him. Could try and move it with the other ones. Smoke's falling now, and I wonder what the plan is. We do see counter battery, but he's not going for the mortar, so I guess it's not counter battery, it's just artillery. So if instead of going for that motor stroke, he'd hit where those mortars are, I probably could have killed both of them. Given how low HP they are. But that motor stroke, he will survive. 155mm, not bad. 120 points, not bad. It's just because it's towed. You got to move it around. Thing is, it's got 8 HP, as you can see. It's 8. Even though there's only 2 guys on the model. And that makes them really quite hard to counter battery. But we do see those mortar rounds coming in there, and I do wonder what they're going for now. So smoke on this side now. And yeah, Golden, he should really hit these mortars. He's just aiming for the infantry, but these mortars are doing good work. I mean, the smoke here allowed him to take this half, and now he's going to try the same thing here. It's a bit better defended. Jaeger's only got 2 HP, but there are more units here. There's the tank. Tanks. And the artillery, yeah, this is why you don't want to clump your units up too much. It used to be that only one unit would take damage, but now they both take damage at once. Well, the splash on the artillery isn't very big, so usually you just don't really do a lot. Oh, but that plumber cheek did go down there, just see destroyed. And we see that there is actually CV in here. I missed that. So this does have a rocket launcher. This guy could be here, I guess, or I guess he just wants to cover it from there. There's no AA, but this can only shoot. This can only shoot vehicles. 5th Panzer does get Apaches. They're very expensive though, so maybe he's not brought any. So presumably that's not going to go anywhere. But this smoke bridge was really interesting. So he smoked here, and then that allowed him to run all the way from the forest down to this side. There are lots of enemies here though, so I'm not sure how well this is going to go for him. Although additional motor stroke here. I'm surprised they chose to unload instead of running into the smoke, because now we'll probably lose those transports. And yeah, that Saperi ran off. But by drawing the enemy's attention over here, Uragan Enjoyer has made it so that there's not actually that much coming here. So we see these 3 guys against those 3 guys. I guess those Metis can't shoot the Leopard. And 2 more Leopard 2A3s purchased. I'm surprised that he doesn't want some infantry, given the fight that he's now in. And Makocb buying a CV tank for the right side. And ordering a bit of a general retreat. Looks like Golden is content to just hold that zone and not push any further. So these 3, I guess, will eventually beat these 2, especially as the medium machine guns can't fire when both parties are in the same building block. Whereas the LSWs can. As you can see, this is firing, and this isn't. All 3 of these guys get LSWs, LMGs. It's basically just a big assault rifle. Those Iglas are sort of out of position, but they've just been totally forgotten about. But yeah, it looks like the micro's going on over here. So that bomber did wound that Leopard 2, but didn't manage to kill it. Those buildings are now totally destroyed. Bit more infantry here for Golden. And looks like both these tanks are going to pull back. So these 3 guys did manage to take this zone. And now under cover of smoke, they are advancing further. And we see more smoke coming out here. The tanks have to be careful, because if they get close enough, and the Metis isn't going to do anything at close range, but this is a 20 AP rocket launcher. I'm surprised he's not shooting it. Lots of fighting. Lots of fighting. See the T-80 going in over there. That Leopard 1 does get hit by the Conkers. It's not enough to kill it in one shot. You, of course, need 21 AP to one-shot a 7 front armor vehicle. You already knew that, though, because the Law 80 gets 20 AP, whereas the French Appalache gets 21. And that was a near miss, but it does stun it. Have they changed the tank icon? Or has it always looked like that? For the medium tanks, I feel like that icon is different. Let me know in the comments section. Leave a comment, subscribe, etc. I need to get better at asking people to subscribe. Basically, all the other Warno content creators have more subscriptions than me, and it makes me feel sad. And you guys tell me I'm the best, but you don't subscribe. It's very sad. This Metis should be able to get this Milan in a side shot. Oh no, he whiffs it. And the CV tank died, right? So, so it's starting to look better and better for Golden Panzer. BMP3's purchased now. I'm not seeing those out there. And yeah, oh no, it didn't die. You just sent it over here. So it's +3 for no real reason. And yeah, I can't see this Metis beating this Milan, yeah, and it doesn't. The motorized gABlZgwQ and the Makocb did manage to get in here, but they didn't manage to find that Leopard. So they're just being shot by this MG3, which will eventually kill them. The Metis trying to get that Roland 3 there. No reaction from Golden. Oh no, he is moving it back now. And they do go down to a shot from this side. So Golden doing his own attack here, and the counter is smoke, it seems. Force the enemy to run into you with your super cool rocket launcher. Lots of missing from these high accuracy tanks. 55, 65. Of course, one being a lot more expensive than the other. And yeah, the Makocb, the ones with the actual good rocket launcher, they went down. But this recon is here, but he can't really see anything because of where he is. And Golden doing a good job of actually using the artillery, just hitting these buildings one by one. Even if there's not somebody there, it's better to destroy that building than it is to do nothing. But this smoke is going to allow this Makocb to get on the side here, and there's more smoke coming. Golden, he's got to be careful here, because if that hits him in the side, it's probably not going to be very good for his tank. But he's been switched to a move order. No, attack move it is, and he does get a rocket launcher off. No, he does not. Oh, because of the smoke, you can't even see it. But, right, so now he's going for the Leopard 2A3. Leopard 2A3 smokes. And then... No, he's not... What? Is he going to shoot? Oh, he misses. Okay. And these guys have used the smoke now, but they advance again. They're shooting at that, though. Oh, there we go. 20 AP. And he was reversing this way, so it was a side shot. So he side shot that, and that's why it died so easily. Interesting decision to have 2 command tanks. I guess he wanted to send one up here and then changed his mind. And we see RPG-22s in the BMP-3. The RPG-22 squad, of course, the cheapest, and that's why, because you get this for the BMP-3. And this Leopard's looking very exposed now, because these BMP-3s can shoot it from this way, and these tanks can shoot it from the other way. Once that smoke clears, or if he gets to here, he can shoot. He's going this way, though. Take him a bit longer. And the BMP-3s, because of their 5 front armor, it appears that they can't be one-shot. Yeah, so this is now getting shot at by 3 different directions. So that was a side shot. It must have been for it to do that much damage. He's got a smoke if he can. And the mortars, they just keep going. No counter battery. He's got them. All you got to do is press the counter battery button, and it'll blow these 2 up, no problem. Look how long they've been going for. And look how much work they've done in smoking up the map. So, Pioneer Ambush coming in now. But this one T-80 BV with its 10 rate of fire, I mean, that should just deal with all that. That was a miss, but he will get that eventually. Oh, and there's another one joining in. So yeah, they go back and they're going to try it this way now. This needs some repairing. Over on this side, Marder 1A3s against Motostrelki. No smoke yet, so I guess these guys, not long for this world. Having a pretty bad time there. And the howitzers are shooting. Nah, they're going for the Metis. They're not going for the mortars. This guy's finally been discovered and defeated. And the T80BV takes out one Marder. We'll probably get... So this one isn't even shooting, right? So yeah, smoke them back. Metis squad's still going strong. Receiving incoming fire. It's just doesn't seem to do anything while they're in the building. So that looked like a direct hit and he just didn't take any damage. Who knows? Let me know in the comment section. Although that only did 1 damage. 3.1. Should be 3.1. What I personally would like to see is the radius of the artillery get a lot bigger. And yeah, obviously like the far edges of the radius, it should do a lot less damage, but it should still do a bit of damage. And I think that would help artillery a lot, because right now it's just, you know, you fire a salvo, half of them don't do anything. You might get 1 direct hit. And yeah, Golden's attack, it's sort of in bits and pieces, right? Like this isn't firing, this isn't firing, this isn't firing. These guys need to move up here. And these T80 BVKs, T80 BVs and BVKs, you know, that's 20 rate of fire on the field. Just constantly shooting, constantly shooting. And the Leopard 2, it's running out of fuel actually. But it is max vet. No, it's not, it's 2 vet. Because of the CV here. But will the CV get in? It does get in. So we finally see some points on the board for Golden. He's on a +2 now. Over here, Jurgen enjoyed doing the same thing, so he smoked this bridge and now he's running across again. And Golden's not really become wise to this, there's still not that much there. BMP3s against Marders, you'd expect the BMP3s to win. I mean, they cost more. Armor's the same, but they've got this really good ATGM. This cannon, this tank gun cannon with its more range than any other tank gun in the game, that can only shoot HE shells. I don't know why its range is so big. It's been like that since launch, actually. I do wonder if it's just an oversight. But yeah, you see how fast those ATGMs are, how much faster it was than the other one. Sort of woomph, and it's got 65% accuracy with that vet. Here we go, Jurgen. By Jurgen Enjoyer. And this is a great spot for a Jurgen, because you know he's in that little corner, and all you got to do is shoot Jurgen. It's been nerfed a lot. Used to be a lot better, actually. He's only got to hit it once. So far he's hit it nonce. Yeah, a bit unlucky. I mean, judging by the circle, like, none of them landed over here, so I don't know. Well, that one did, but it's a bit late now. And these guys did manage to make it across here as Golden retreats on the right side. Saves his CV, which is good. And we still don't see these howitzers counter-battering those mortars. Now he's going for the T80 BV. If the enemy artillery is self-propelled, you can sort of forget about it. You're probably not going to get it, but if it's a 2-man mortar team, you probably will get it. More smoke being fired here, which is interesting given, you know, it's a forest, but this is interesting. So now he's just running into the middle, which you don't see very often. So he's got that smoke up. Oh no, he's actually ran out of ammo. And this has given him cover. He's just made his own forest, basically, to run into the middle of the map. Because he knows, I guess he knows, well, he must know that CV's here because it's shooting and it's being shot at. So, cool attack happening here. But yeah, lots of T80 BVs all firing. Leopard's not really firing. Oh, that one got one. Looks like they're retreating that. No, he's still going for it. Milan 2 on that T80 BV. He's got to watch out for these Motostrelki, though. And yeah, these Motostrelki, because yeah, now he's smoking that Leopard. So he should be able to get that. If you'll forgive me, I'll have to look at it like this, so we can see that Leopard in the background. We can also see these guys. So the smoke is allowing him to move further forwards. into that Milan, and he should be able to get into range of this. It's not something you see very often. And now he's retreating back into the smoke. That leopard's still alive. The mortars are just running around it. And then over on this side, it's impossible to keep track of everything. Yeah, so these guys running over here. These guys are running forwards, but they got to watch out for the guys behind them. And I'm not sure Golden knows what to do about this. Like, he sent a Jaeger in, but... Right, so there's the CV tank. Oh, well then it... Yeah, because of how fast they are. Just reversing. Needs to update his smoke to, like, here, I suppose. Now he's running back into the smoke. These T-80BVs got to move up, though. And then that... Yeah, so that... I think that got side shot. And its engine's been damaged, but there are 2 command tanks here. Yeah. So... I guess the Makocb are acting as a suitable distraction, but they should get that Leopard too. And yeah, that CV tank went down, but there is another one. And then this Leopard back here is going down. Finally. Stop having to look over there now. Yeah. So that's gone down. But gABlZgwQ lost his own T-80BVK. And so it's actually a blue zone, so +3 to Golden. Bomber brought in gets messed up by the Rolands, but then that Roland gets spotted and killed by these guys who are now going this way. He's still got 3 of these guys left, and he's going in. He's going in. It's a shame he didn't use something with more AT capability. Oh, he's only got 2 of them left. You know, because if he had that 20 AP mortars, maybe this would have gone better. And this T-80BV is coming in to support these guys. Good work on reversing the mortars. Probably not have to go that far, you know. And the mortars push out the leopard because he can't. He needs infantry. And he's trying to chase him. But with this being mediocre cohesion, it makes the movement speed go down. So these guys are outrunning him. Well, until they stop. And here we go. So that weakened T-80BVK that was back here from before, because if you recall, we had 2. That's now being used to secure the zone, and supply has been sent for it. And the smoke mortars just keep going, and Golden is not doing anything about it. If your enemy starts smoking, something died here. I don't know what it is. I only know command zone captured. If your enemy's just doing that, you need to try and do something about it by buying an artillery piece and shooting him. I do wonder if he can get in range of this. Has he got any tanks here? He does. They're all low, though. Yeah, he's got to get more infantry in here. Like, he's not doing that. He's just buying more tanks. He needs infantry around this tank to stop this strat. Get some hand flam patron in there. Or perhaps some satchels. Here we go, finally. So with 14 minutes left. Finally realised that if he just shoots the mortars, and you see, you know, gABlZgwQ, he does load them into the MTLB, and that does perhaps save them, but it stops your enemy from smoking for a minute, and that's the whole point. Stops your enemy from smoking. Whoa, so that must have been a side shot. Look how much HP it lost. Yeah, so he takes that one out. Still got 3 rockets left on this guy, but the other one's got none. Oh yeah, but I forgot about these tanks. So now this guy's just YOLOing it across there. And he does see it. He does see it. Because it's... Oh, mate. But he misses. He's doing the same thing over here as well. And those mortars do go down now. Just needs to get this guy in there. Because this is... Oh, they're the same speed. But this has a damaged engine. So he gets that. Yeah, if this guy can't smoke... Oh, yeah, he's got smoke. Oh, he did it too late, and it goes down. So that should be, like, +7. Yeah, it's +7. So he managed to get in here as well, and I guess there was no CV in here. And now... Oh, no. That's gnarly. Look, they're getting side shot. They're getting side shot. Because he was fast-moving them, and... Oh, you hate to see it. This needs to really be targeting this. But even if it was facing that, this is going to shoot it in the side. This was not a good position, but he needs to keep this guy in the fight, really. Yeah, and he's bringing it back. Because it's got an autoloader, the fire rate doesn't change. Oh, the accuracy does go down. Okay, so he does lose that. But it should have worked. Ah, there you go. See, you got it. I'm right 100% of the time. On this side, Golden now attacking on this side into more TATBVs. But I think this is just going to die to this. I really do. Yeah, it just dies to KPVTs. So, +7, 3 minutes 50 left. There's a CV coming in here. Like, these guys are all routed. There's a CV coming in for mid as well. But they're going to take a while to arrive. And then how's he going to get his points back? Something I have noticed about Golden's play here is that he's got the recon, but the recon needs to be with the tanks, if not in front of the tanks. And because like those guys couldn't shoot there. Because they couldn't see. So yeah, GG, funny smoke thingy. Leave a comment if you enjoyed the funny smoke thingy. This isn't me, it's just a bug with the replays that's been in for 2 years now. They just don't want to fix it. And Golden was second place Division 3 finals a couple of weeks ago. There's another game on the channel with him in it. You're going to enjoy ostensibly a good player, but I don't know because I can't check his stats. I do believe he is a good player. I just can't remember what his rank is. Yeah, really interesting game. So yeah, don't sleep on smoke. That should be your learning objective from this game. Don't sleep on smoke. Smoke good. Interesting game. You see how many kills the T8BV's got. Right, I'll see you around.